everyone, it's Abby here from Abigail's Anxieties, and I have another sit down video for you today where I thought I would explain to you exactly what it is I study at university. Now the official name of the course that I'm studying is a BSc, so a Bachelor of Science degree in Food Development and Innovation. Now a lot of people, when they hear that I go into studying food, they assume, oh, you're going to be a chef then. For many people, being a chef is what they want to do, and that is perfectly fine, but for me, I want to work in the food industry, but I don't want to work in a restaurant where I'm actually cooking the food. But instead, by doing food development and innovation, what I'm able to do is work in food development kitchens where brand new food products are designed for larger industries. So for example, people like Greggs. Don't know if you know about Greggs here in the UK. It's like bakery chain shop where just any English people know Greggs sausage rolls. Greggs sausage rolls. That's all I need to say. Anyway, in order to come up with their brand new products, they have to be tested out beforehand. You have to test them to make sure they can actually be made, and they can actually be made en masse, so they can make thousands in one day. And they also have to make sure that consumers are going to like it, so they have to carry out tests in kitchens, getting taste testers to come in, answer questions about it, and a lot of people think it's quite simple to do that. It's really not. So that's the kind of thing I want to go into as my job. At the moment, in my first semester, so from September till December, I'm currently doing 3 modules. The first one is called Diet and Nutrition, where I have to look at what the dietary requirements are of the different age groups and the different genders within the UK and around the world. The reason we need to know this is because when we're actually designing a food product, we need to make sure it will fit in with those requirements. So for example, everyone's recommended to have 6 grams of salt in a day. We can't go and design a product which has 4 grams of salt in it, because we have to realise that people are going to eat other things as well which contain salt. So therefore, we need to make sure we have as little salt as possible to make sure that they're not going overboard. We also have to, in diet and nutrition, look at diet trends that are currently in the country. So we see what are people eating at the moment, what aren't they eating, how can we incorporate this into the products we want to make. So I find it really interesting. My second module is sensory evaluation, where we look at the way that people actually taste food, how they evaluate the food before they eat it, and I think the most interesting is the fact that we actually do taste the food ourselves, and I've now found that whenever I eat food, I can't help but analyse it while I'm eating it. So I'll be sitting there eating, for example, for dinner tonight I had pasta, sitting there just like, what's the bite of this pasta, what different flavours am I tasting in my mouth, that kind of thing, which it annoys a few people around me, but at the end of the day, I can't help it. It's what I'm currently being taught to do. And the last module I'm doing is called Managing for Profit, where we basically look at how do businesses manage for profit, because in a food development kitchen you also have to make sure, is what we're making cost effective? Are we going to make a profit on it? Which I have to say, I'm not enjoying that module as much, because one, I've had a few issues with the teacher I have for it. I'm not going to get into them here, my university is currently dealing with them, but it's also due to the fact that it's a simpler version of what I had to do in A-level business studies. So I'm sitting there having already known all of the content, which I understand that not many other people in my course are going to understand the content, but I do, and so I'm actually finding it quite boring and slow, but I'm still attending because I do understand it's important. But that's all I'm doing for now. I'm not entirely sure what my modules are for my second semester, but be sure to let me know if you'd like a video in the future once I know what my modules are in the second semester. But no, that's about it. That's me explaining what I'm currently doing on my Bachelor of Science degree, Food and Innovation course. So, hope you enjoyed that. But if you have any more questions about the course, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. You can also... I was going to say something, but I can't remember. Oh well. Be sure to subscribe to see what my future videos are about. Also be sure to give this a thumbs up, or even share it with some people who may be looking into going into the food industry, and it might help them make a decision when it comes to choosing a university course. But that's about it for now. So this is Abby from Abigail's Anxiety saying bye, and I'll see you in my next video.